You need to start calisthenics in 2026, and here are 5 reasons why. First of all, let me begin by saying that it's still the beginning of the year, which means you have the entire year to track your progress. And calisthenics doesn't really care if you're skinny, fat, or whatever. All that matters is that you lock in and you're willing to put in the effort and change yourself. Reason number 1, how much you can actually achieve within a year. If you think about it, if you start from now all the way until the end of 2026, you can gain an insane amount of strength, a lot of skills such as the handstand push-ups, muscle up, maybe even the 90-degree handstand push-up, a press to handstand, a front lever, and a lot more strength in general. So if your training is close to perfect and you're treating your body correctly, you can achieve all of this within a year 100%, and I am certain of it. But of course, don't do any dumb shit. If you're injured, just hold back and don't do anything insane, and just listen to what your body is telling you. However, keep in mind that your strength and weight, where you're starting from, is going to impact your progress, but that is definitely not something that should hold you back from keep on doing calisthenics. Remember, the most important thing is to make that first step, which is your brain as well as your body actually adapting to that new routine. Reason number 2, information. At this point in the day, there is so much information out there for whatever you might need. Best exercise for shoulders, biceps, chest, anything you need. You can literally just search on YouTube best workout for your chest, and it's all just right there. And even if some of you elite athletes are watching this, you can literally just search for the best workout for full plunge and front lever, and you'll just find it all just right away. You can literally find anything you want to know about, as well as how and where you want to progress. And in case you might need some basic exercises to help you with, you can always just search Chris Heria, because he's like the main guy who posts for all the basic type of exercises you can do about anything. And if you want to know more about like full plunge and front lever, you can always search out for the top athletes like Levan, Melvin, Nathan, Elias, and all of the other athletes. Reason number 3. Now for this reason, I would like to tell you some of the finest perks of calisthenics and what really makes it so special. So firstly, you can literally train almost absolutely anywhere. At home, at the gym, at a park, outside, just pretty much anywhere you like. It's pretty much almost cost-free. You don't really even need anything. At maximum, you would need a set of parallels as well as a door pull-up bar. And if you have a calisthenics park near you, then you literally just need absolutely nothing. You have the availability of time, because since you can train anywhere you like at any point in time, you can save up so much time by training where you want at that exact moment. I believe workouts are significantly easier to optimize, since in calisthenics there are just the basic exercises, which is really all you need, since they target all of your muscles. The pull-ups, the push-ups, the dips, crunches, they just target everything that they need to. You have the availability to actually have a really nice environment in case you want to work out by the sea or up in the mountains. Again, you can train absolutely anywhere. Unlike the gym, calisthenics offers a lot more functional exercises, which are a lot more convertible to real life scenarios, like the push-ups and pull-ups, where you actually push it instead of the gym, which you're just using weights to do certain exercises, if you understand what I mean. You are able to learn insane superhuman skills such as the muscle up, handstand push-ups, full plunge, and even front lever. And these are skills that to the human eye just look absolutely impossible. So imagine if you see someone that is doing, for example, a muscle up, which is one of the more realistic exercises that a person is going to see, and is going to say, wow, okay, that's impressive. But they don't know about the even more impressive impressive skills such as the full planche and front lever, which are actually superhuman. So imagine what type of reactions you would be able to get by doing this kind of things. As well as that, calisthenics just offers the idea of that there's always something more to achieve. You finish one skill and there's always something more advanced to that specific skill that you can learn. For example, the handstand. You'll go from the handstand over to the press to handstand. So handstand, LC to press, handstand push-ups, 90 degree handstand push-ups, and then the full planche, of course, with all the combos. So now for the fourth reason, it's not really technically that much of a reason of itself, but more of a how calisthenics works and how it is. So unlike the gym where you go, you do certain exercises and you get stronger and stronger each time you go, with calisthenics, it's also the part that you do those exercises and you get stronger each time you do them. But it's also about the part where the balance is really important and you actually need to spend a lot of time on actually practicing that skill. For example, the handstand push-up. After you learn the handstand, which takes at the maximum 1 to 3 months, you're gonna move on to the handstand push-up, which you're gonna also need as well as to train for the strength of it, as well as do an insane amount of repetitions so that your memory gets used to the way that you do the handstand push-up. So yeah, it's basically just as well as the strength training, you also need an insane amount of repetitions to learn a specific skill. And as well as that, an extra perk that you gain throughout calisthenics is that you are going to have a sleeper build. That means that since you won't be using any protein, creatine, and any supplements in general, when you have your clothes on, you will look significantly smaller than you will without the clothes. So you will be fucking ripped and strong as shit, but you just won't look like it, which is a downfall as well as a positive thing, if you get what I mean. Now let's go to the final reason number 5, long-term costs. If you're planning to train calisthenics long-term and maybe even try to compete, as I said before, for the start, you will barely need anything. If you have a calisthenics park near you, then you will definitely need nothing. Just maybe a set of parallels, because not all parks are really just flat and maybe have sand or just unpleasant ground. But about 2 years into your training, you will need to eventually buy some equipment like a weighted belt, extra parallels, maybe even dip bars, chalk, and those kind of things. And as I said on the reason before, supplements are not necessary. You do not need any supplements in order to train for calisthenics. Even if you search up any calisthenics to use supplements, they almost none of them do. They might just use some pre-workout just for some extra energy before the actual workout. But yeah, you don't really need anything else rather than what you have yourself. And to add to that, let me also tell you that this might be the most important part, but you literally don't need almost any time to work out at all. You can literally work out within 30 minutes with an efficient plan, and you can also work out 1.5 hours up to 2 hours with a different kind of plan. So whatever your goal might be, you can split that goal into however much time you actually have to work out, and you just find the most efficient exercises, and you can maximize your gains through those exercises and throughout that time period that you actually have. So yeah, these are pretty much the 5 most important reasons why you should start calisthenics in 2026. And in case you have any questions, feel free to comment anything down below in the comment section. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and press the notifications bell for any upcoming videos. And I'll see you on the next one.